Ball comes out. It's a three-pointer, of course, and Haruna unable to, Thomas Jr. unable to get the three.
I think we got a shot clock issue. Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Should be, didn't get reset properly. To your point earlier, great officiating, as we've seen all BAL league long. Officials have been absolutely exceptional.
Top-notch, top-notch. And honestly, when you look at this, I know that FIBA and NBA partners with BAL, of course, but I hope that people who follow the NBA are watching this, because it's incredible, isn't it? You know, we know about the... Well, that's a missed three coming in from Thomas Jr. That would have been a game changer to just level things up.
It is. Robbie, I'm going to send you a memo. If you I follow the NBA, just FYI, and I'm watching.
For example.
Oh, okay. Because you said you said you hope people follow NBA. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's the millions.
It's the other people.
It's the millions.
It's other people. I got it. I got it.
I know.
Guys, not with you.
It's Haruna for three.
Man, you can make your eyes big, buddy.
I know. I'm like one of those cartoon characters.
Nah, you're pretty special, but hey, we're in the balance, down three.
So are you, Lance.
F.A.P. We got Petro, 61-64.
Drive, getting
Scott
the ball.
throws out to Vander.
Vander, look at that. The shot clock goes down. He was looking for a teammate rather than looking at the seconds going away. Wasted opportunity there. That'll go against him. But you can see the frustration on his face.
Well, it should be. Joakim should be frustrated. You can't be that much of a veteran on this team and have that turnover. If nothing else, just launch it up at the rim. But we talked about it all game long. Turnovers have been their Achilles heel. They lose this game, that's exactly what they will look at.
It's Haruna trying to charge his way between traffic. There's a little bit of a little
foot grab,
a bit playful on the ground. Charge coming in, Petróleos de Luanda, and again there's a few obstacles in the way.
Block shot right from behind.
A sneaky one, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a dagger in the back, isn't it? 61-64. Look at the clock.
Yeah,
that's what you've got to be looking at now, people.
And look at the no bonus, which I think plays in Petro's favor.
Oh, sensational, sensational.
But Antoine Scott's done a great job, Robbie, all day long, capitalizing when F.A.P. goes to sleep. Anytime he hasn't had pressure, he's exploited poor defense.
But that's a skill, Lance. That really is.
Absolutely, it's a skill. The skill is knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them.
Oh, it's Vander just dropping the ball and then trying to take out one of the F.A.P. players. It's getting a little bit physical now because we know that there's a little bit of frustration within the F.A.P. camp, of course. And at the same time, Petro are not nailing their points.
Well, not only that, they have a tendency, as we've talked about all game long, to turn the ball over. So you talk about skills. One of the skills that F.A.P., as we see Thomas Jr. come back into the game, they need to employ is having balance right now, because F.A.P. has shown themselves to be able to get back into the game, but struggle with closing.
Hey, this is 2 3-pointers, and they're ahead, remember, Lance.
Oh, nice jump stop by Amadou.
They get the ball back as well. Rebound, that's another good rebound. Oh, the ball's flying all over the place. Finally, it's been picked up by Vander. Gets the ball out wide. There's a chance to push forward here. And Gonsalves, but he waits patiently.
Yeah.
It's intelligent now. This is game management.
Well, and they have the ball in the right man's hands. As in Scott, as he directs. Look at the floor, it's wide open. Got a clock issue. And he observed that. That's what he was pointing at and explaining to the officials.
There we can see it up on the screen. It's stuck.
Yeah, and right now he knows the clock is his friend.
I'm not plugged into the electricity system, so that you know.
No, I know.
Nothing to do with me, though.
I wouldn't blame that on you. Only thing I'm blaming you on.
No, here we go. I just opened up
the memo.
Stop with the memo. We don't know when does memos anymore.
No, those memos are somewhere between this table and the bench.
1:23. There's a offensive foul there, of course, as you can see. It's Pedro. Yeah, the Angolan fans, the best traveling supporters in Africa, by the way.
They're the top.
Oh, absolutely.
To go with one of the top countries, arguably, on the continent.
You got it. It's massive.
Doesn't it always go like that? Like the best fans of... Here's Scott.
Scott missing from the edge of the perimeter, but they're going to use this time, of course. There's a traveling call.
Well, and how about Cipriano? He was very accepting of that call.
That comes with experience, I think. He knows it. We've got a timeout, of course, which makes sense. You've got F.A.P. of Cameroon. It's Unity Day in Cameroon, of course, so it's such an important day, and those guys will fight until the bitter end to try and get those points, to get them into the winning house, of course. But at the moment, they're stuck outside the front door, and it's not looking too good for the time being. As I said, Lance, and they can get themselves well back into this game. Big plays for big players.
And they don't have to either. They can do that. As you know, they love to take threes, but they've got plenty of time. Also, Petro has shown a tendency to turn the ball over and or miss free throws. So all you really need is a basket of any sort, 2 or 3, and it's still just a one-possession game regardless.
I always look for 2 threes to move them ahead rather than actually sort of level up.
Of course you do. Of course you do. You want it all. You want it all.
Just a teeny-weeny bit greedy.
The teeny-weeny, look, a teeny-weeny. Wait. How, I mean, isn't that like a conflict of interest? How can teeny-weeny and wanting it all go together?
Well, because there's not much there. But, you know, when you get it, and then it's big.
Oh, okay.
So it goes from teeny-weeny to enormous.
Got it. And why do you, like, kneel down and do your fingers like that when you say teeny-weeny?
Because that's just that's the teeny-weeny expression. That's how you describe it.
Okay, well, I tell you what, if I'm F.A.P., I would just take a little bit and be good with that, because I've got a minute plus left in the game. All I've got to do is execute, and I know Petro, they've done it all day long, Robbie. They're going to give me another chance. I just need to be able to close and seize it.
Thomas Jr., that was just, is that a foul or was that just?
No, it was knocked out of bounds. But you see Thomas Jr., he's having a little conversation with Yves Louis. He wanted him to take that up and finish in the air. See him pointing?
Yeah.
See him pointing in the air, which is right, because Petro is too quick, and that little delay allowed them to adjust.
Important score if they can get it, and they pick the ball back up, and there's a foul. So it's this is important, very important. Look, 54, so not many seconds chewed from the initial tally after the timeout. Gives them 2 shots.
Yeah, and you talk about being a scout. You talk about the NBA, that's hard. Comey, 21, was the smallest player around the rim, and he came up with the basketball at a very challenging and important time of the game, Robbie, and has the chance to put his team within 1 possession just on effort alone.
Oh, where he gets the ball back, and is that a... How did he snatch that ball away? That was just a turnover steal, pinching, daylight robbery, call it what you like, it's gone.
Whatever it was a heck of a possession.
So important, so important. Here he is, as Pedro working really, really hard, of course, for this Petro team. Gets the ball back, just moves around the right side. The foul's been committed.
Boy, I don't like it by F.A.P. You got to be aware that you only had 6 seconds left on the clock. You don't have to apply that level of pressure. Matthews should have just spaced him and forced Pedro to have to make a play from that far from the basket.
There's Moraes is coming back on for Paolo, of course. Moraes, we know what he's capable of doing.
Oh, that's offense, defense right there. That's a good decision by Neto. You can do offense, defense all day long. But just if you're solid here, Your FAP, you don't want to get that foul and put them on the lines now being in the bonus. Just stay solid.
F.A.P. Oh, it's been stolen. That's a good bit of skullduggery there as they charge up court looking for those points. The point. Oh, it's a fine score indeed. Haroun. 22.5 seconds left on the clock. You can just see that, yeah, it's getting a little bit tight and tense at the moment, Lance.
But right now, Robbie, they've got a foul because they're down 2 and you got no shot clock. Well, yeah, you do. You got a 0.5 differential because it's 24.5. So you got a 0.5 differential, but that's not going to be enough time. So if I'm FAP, I let them get the ball inbounds in the backcourt, and I try to steal it. And as soon as the ball gets into the front court, I foul immediately to get them on the line. And that, because that 0.5 differential, it's just not enough time should they get all the way down to the 24-second clock running out.
Half a second is
And
crazy.
the fans at home are seeing 22.5, but that's not accurate with what we're seeing here in the arena. You haven't adjusted yet on your TV screen, so just trust us.
Trust us.
Trust us. It's 2 more seconds than what you see there.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
We're telling the truth.
Thanks for backing me up, buddy.
Oh, listen, it's okay. I mean, you know, we're partners in crime, right?
Yes, we are. I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Listen, it's going to the wire, this one. We've got the timeouts. This is crucial words. That every word counts, of course, you know, just like every second counts now. We've come down to it. FAP, let's just face facts in the eye. FAP, if they win their final game, they'll probably won't be one of the top 3 teams because we're going on differential, right?
Correct.
So,
point differential matters so much in this.
But they've got to win their final game, and that's not a a done deal. So we've got to also look at the fact that it's there's so much at stake.
Yeah, and you're foreshadowing a little bit. I'm going to say this 24.5 mean a lot. They still have a chance to win this.
No,
this is not over, Robbie.
I haven't sold it as a defeat. I promise you that.
Okay, and I trust you, just like you said you trust me.
You're a good.
There's the turnover, buddy.
And they pick the ball up. FAP going forward. Oh, can they lose? They're going to lose the ball. There's a scramble for the ball. There's a scrum on the ground, and it's going to go back to Petróleos de Luanda, I think. That's the call, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a possession arrow call. But I tell you what, Robbie, what this is turning into, and I don't want to sound like I know it all because I don't, but I will say this. Talked about self-inflicted wounds. Both teams. It's just been who's going to turn the ball over last, who will have the fewest mistakes down the stretch. And that's what we're seeing here. We just saw it with those 2 possessions. One team turns it over, the other team turns it over. And I think with 12.5, if you don't get a steal on the inbound pass, if I'm FAP, then what you do is foul immediately. I expect them, they don't have pressure on the ball. They want to keep it out of Antoine's hands, which is why they're double teaming and face guarding him. But you got to foul quick.
Well, there's a lot of very physical basketball out there. They're chucking the ball around. Of course, you can see there's the last couple of seconds.
No foul.
And, it's a travel call.
Wow.
Is that a travel call?
They called a travel, absolutely, and they may even get a little more time on the clock. You're seeing 1.5, 1.6 at home. We're seeing 1.5 here. Oh, that's a great call. That's a great call. You saw the little stutter step, Robbie.
Yep. It's absolutely incredible, isn't it? We've had absolutely everything in this.
Yes, we have.
I don't think that, you could see I mean, it's a masterpiece of basketball. I think that the dramatics right from the tip-off until the last play of this game has been absolutely top-notch. It's created a real atmosphere here in this wonderful arena in Kigali, and the fans are going crazy. They don't know where this is going to go. Predominantly from Angola, and everybody who's involved in this. And I hope that all of our viewers who are watching, wherever you are, you're having an absolute blast, regardless if you're for FAP or Petróleos de Luanda or neutral. This is great. This is a great advert for African basketball, full stop. Or period, as you say in your neck of the woods.
It is. Period, exclamation mark, whatever you want to put down. Because I can tell you, leading into this game, as we talked about before the game started, the energy and focus and synergy, if you will, of the people, the fans, outside the building, inside the building, was what we see here. But with 1.5 left, you don't have a lot of time. You got enough time to get open and shoot.
That's it.
That's all you got. Enough time to. But you have. It's plenty of time to do that. You have plenty of time. One dribble and you could be in trouble.
F.A.P. or Petróleos.
Look how far he's taking the ball out away from Richards. You see, he's far back like that because he doesn't want him to tip it. It's a catch and shoot here. Oh, possible.
Oh, I thought that might have been a foul. Is it a foul?
Wow.
They're looking at a foul. Calls for a foul. They don't get the foul.
Wow.
It's over.
No, wow, what a finish
that is
to the game.
An anticlimax if I've ever seen one.
Wow, that was first one to the ball. I thought the offensive player might get the nod as Amadou is helped up.
And Haruna's, Amadou Haruna, there he is. He's just holding up his foot.
Injured.
His ankle.
He's injured. I mean, that was a heck of a finish. What a game.
Incredible.
Incredible.
And, you've got to give all the credit to F.A.P. of Cameroon. Playing the hearts of the Lions have actually, basically brought us to their attention, because that is extraordinary. And, they don't deserve to lose. But you've got to have a winner. You've got to have a loser. And I'm afraid Petróleos de Luanda is the team. They've done it. They've qualified. All credit to them. We'll give credit to F.A.P. because, that was a hearty performance, wasn't it, Lance?
Yeah, it was, Robbie. I mean, they left it all on the floor. That's what that was. Just even the image of the final play with all the players on the bottom of a pile of a scrum with officials standing over them. You couldn't have asked for more and a better effort from two ball clubs that played a heartfelt game, Robbie.
Incredible. We're going to get a reaction from Antoine Scott, who, of course, is the MVP, winner of the of this game with Petróleos de Luanda, the point guard from Dallas, Texas. He'll be with us in a couple of moments. All credit to everybody, and this is just it's remarkable. I'll clap because F.A.P. they deserve all of the credit. They really do. And we haven't seen the last of them, Lance, to be honest with you. No,
I'm glad you said that. You took the words right out of my mouth, pal. That this team, I mean, they deserve to move on. There are no moral victories. As you said earlier, it's about winning. But the image of Amadou being carried off their performance, just phenomenal. Robbie, you take it, buddy.
Okay, I do believe we've got Antoine, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Robbie Knock, one of the commentators with Lance Blanks next to me. Listen, how do you feel after that? What kind of an emotional roller coaster have you gone through with that performance out there against the very courageous and fantastic side, F.A.P.?
Them guys, they played very hard. As I say, we was up, and they kept battling back, and we had some mistakes at the end. But I have a lot of emotions because we was in a bad position towards the end, but we made plays to win the game late on defensive end.
You really have qualified now. Congratulations, you're through to the final 8, of course. That's 2 wins out of 2. Spoke to Coach Neto the other day. He really believes in you guys. He knows that he's got the winning ingredients amongst a winning group of players. What drives you forward, and how are you preparing yourself for the next step?
Mentally, I'm just preparing myself, watching a lot of film, but as a unit, we all have each other's back, 1 through 12, man. I say we're a really close group, and we just look to have each other back. If one person makes a mistake, we have that person back. Someone takes a bad shot or something like that, we just pick each other up. We never let each other down.
Antoine, Lance Blanks here, buddy. Congratulations on that performance. You were extremely special. I want to ask you kind of 2 questions in one. The part A of it is, what was your thought as you were doing so well offensively? We thought you were the key to the game, but we also didn't think you were getting a lot of pressure from them. What were you thinking as you were kind of slicing and dicing in both halves offensively?
I was just trying to be patient. My teammates were setting me good screens to get open. Like I say, my teammates believed in me. They kept telling me take those shots, make those plays. And I just wanted to be patient because Cameroon, normally a team that like to speed everyone up. And so I just tried to keep my pace, change pace as much as I could to keep them off balance.
And a final question I have, just to tag it to that one, is the last play. I mean, this game literally went down to the last second. You were involved in that. Tell me what you guys were thinking from a defensive perspective and what that was all about in getting that final stop, which ended up getting you all the victory, Antoine.
Coach just said, don't give up no threes, you know, pressure the ball, switch everything, and that's what we did. And I seen the ball came into number 10, and I just tried to get my hands on the ball. It was a boom, boom play towards the end.
Antoine, listen, this means a lot for you, for your team, but also for Angola. And I think that, you know, you've done Angola proud with everything that you've done out there. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Antoine. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks again.
Antoine, Scott, we can look at this. Look at Richards is there, just getting in the way, of course, and it's difficult to take, isn't it? Because you're calling to the referee saying that was a foul. We're going to get some free shots, but no, you don't get the delivery. No. Return to sender.
No, exactly, and they're not playing baby ball out here. And you do want to put it in the hands of the players, and it looks like that's what the officials did there. Perhaps if you had a little bit bigger and or stronger player, it might have not been a bang-bang play, as Antoine put it, with putting Amadou on the floor. Needless to say, though, a great hard-fought battle. Buddy, I love the time we spent together. These games are just getting better and better and better. I don't know that there's a limit to how good and or great these games can get, Robbie.
Oh, listen, Fever Pitch, we're going there, of course, aren't we, Lance? And it's sensational. This is the basketball that we're expecting from Basketball Africa League, of course, the inaugural event, and there's so much more action coming up. We're going right through until the 30th, of course. Lance Blank, it's been an absolute pleasure to have covered this game with you. We'll see you very soon, of course, and thanks to everybody who's been watching, because we have seen a masterclass basketball game here between F.A.P, Petróleos de Luanda. Finally, it's Petro, the Angolan Giants, who managed to sneak ahead and qualify for the final 8. F.A.P, well, there's still more to come. Goodbye.